Hey everyone, welcome back to the second video in my Start Stamping series of videos. In this video, I'm going to talk about the three types of stamps that Stampin' Up! Offers and the pros and cons of each one, so that when you're ordering, you have a better idea of which type you would prefer, which type would work best for you. So the three types are wood mount rubber stamps, clear mount rubber stamps, and photopolymer. So let's start talking about them. The first type that we are going to talk about is the wood mount rubber. So here are the cases that they come in, and when we open them up, I already put one of these together, but normally when you open it up, all of your stamps are in a rubber sheet, as you can see here, and you just pop each one of them out. And let's go ahead and assemble this one. You pop each one out just like that. There is paper backing on it. Peel the paper backing off, and you will need to stick it onto the wood block that came in the set. When you do this, you want to make sure that you are doing it straight, especially if there are words on it, because after you put it on here, you are going to assume that it's straight, and you won't be able to tell from the other side what you are looking at. So put that on. Next, there are labels for the back of the blocks. Oops. Put that on. And we are ready to go with this stamp. So a few things about the wood mount stamps. The wood blocks do come from farm-raised maple, so it comes from a sustainable source, which is nice to know. They are, once you have assembled them the first time, they're always ready to go. So let's say you want to do some stamping with a friend. You can grab your stamp set, grab some ink and some paper, and you're ready to go. With some of the other types, you would also need to grab some separate blocks. So it is nice that these are always ready to go. One downfall with the wood stamp sets is that you cannot see through the block. So you have an idea of where the stamp is, but it can be hard at times to be extremely precise. So just to show you, I'll go ahead and stamp with this one real quick. And there we have it. You're fabulous. So those are the wood mount rubber stamp sets. The next type I want to talk about are clear mount rubber stamp sets. And this is one of the sets. It's a larger set, so it comes in two separate cases. It's called Remarkable You. And when you get these for the first time, they look very similar to the wood mount sets, but there are not blocks included. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to put one of these together. Just pop it out. Once again, there is paper backing that you will need to peel off. And these have labels as well. Now the labels on these are scored, and if you peel that backing off, now this is sticky side up, and I just take the stamp rubber side up and place that on top peel it off, and it is ready to go. Now, like I said, these do not come with the wood blocks, so you do still need a block to use with them. And what you would use are the clear blocks that we sell. So you do have to buy these separately, but to mount the stamp onto the block, you just lay the stamp rubber side down, the red side down, and place your block on top, give it a little press, and it should be stuck and ready to go. So this is nice for a couple of reasons. It saves you space, first of all. The clear mount sets in general are half of the thickness of the wood mount sets. So I know you love to collect things in your craft areas, and who doesn't need to save some space in there? I mean, I know you out there. So they take up less space. That's fantastic. They are less expensive. You're not purchasing the wood blocks each time, so that's nice that you're saving money. And the other great thing is you have a better idea of where you're stamping with these because you can see through the clear block. So let's go ahead and stamp this one. Oh, that's beautiful. I haven't made anything with this stamp set yet, and I am going to have to do that sometime because it is beautiful. Now on to the third type, photopolymer stamp sets. These are similar to the clear mount rubber stamps in the fact that these mount to the clear blocks. So you do have to purchase clear blocks separately with these as well. Now let's open it up and take a look. As you can see here, these come in between two sheets of plastic. And the one sheet of plastic is labeled with all of the images, so you always know where to put that stamp back. And then it's easy to check to make sure you have all of them in here before you put it away. These stamps are actually clear. They're actually translucent, and you can see through them, which makes it really nice for getting your stamp exactly where you want it. That's probably one of the best things about this type of stamp. Now I'll show you how to mount them to the blocks. These are very simple to mount to the blocks because they stick very well. Simply lay it on the block, press it down, and it is stuck extremely well. Now, one other good thing about these stamps is these are actually the most inexpensive of the three types. So saving money is great. You can buy some more craft stuff to fill up that room. And the photopolymer sets do come in the smaller cases, so you're saving space again. So let's stamp this adorable little Triceratops dinosaur. And actually, I just remembered, one thing that helps when you are stamping with the photopolymer stamps is to use one of these. This is a Stampin' Pierce mat, and it's basically just a piece of foam that will give it a little give when you stamp. The photopolymer stamps aren't quite as squishy as the rubber stamps are, so if you're not stamping on a perfectly level surface, you may not get a perfect image. So actually, let me try it without it and see how it looks. If you can see that up close, it stamped most of the image, but it did not stamp perfectly. So let's try it again with the Stampin' Pierce mat and see if we get a better turnout. And we did. If you can see that, it stamped the entire image that time. So those are the 3 types of stamps, and hopefully this helped you to know which type would work best for you. So thanks for joining in. Please check back to my other Start Stamping videos. I am going to talk about tools in one, adhesives in one, and then a couple of basics on different types of paper in the other one. So thanks for joining in, and I will see you next time.